This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed actor, singer-songwriter, entertainer, the one and only Adam Marino. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek at his incredible talent with his incredible original song, Beanie Bean.
Oh, Beanie Bean, my lovey-dovey baby, Beanie Bean. Please, won't you come with me tonight? 'Cause in your arms, I'm struck so helpless by your magic charms. So please, won't you stay with me tonight? 'Cause I'll never ever let you go. I'll show what your love means to me. You'll see why I'm the one for whom I always pine. Oh, Bean,
Please promise to be mine.
Well, hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Adam, I'm so happy we're finally meeting. I feel like this interview's been on the books for like a few months, but it seems like years.
I know. When we were originally supposed to do it, I ended up booking a commercial that day, and I need
Oh,
to
you
make
know,
money.
just
Yeah.
booked and blessed.
Booked and blessed, happy, but they shaved me because I was supposed to play. I did play like a 19-year-old, but I usually have my full beard. So I was like, it's still a little bit of a stretch, but they're like, will you be willing to shave? I'm like, I would be, but I really just prefer not to. But then this guy shows up and he's like, hi, I'm 27 years old and I'm playing your dad. And I'm like, well, there goes my beard.
And you were like, does the check clear now? Listen, Adam, you're incredible. You're such an amazing talent. We obviously just got a little sneak peek of it with Beanie Bean. I will get to that in a moment. But first and foremost, I want to know, where were you born, Adam? And when did you fall in love with the theater? Was there a moment like, okay, so I want to know like the musicals you grew up listening to, but then particularly, was there one moment during childhood where you were doing a role in a show and you were like, this feels right?
So I was born and raised in Rochester, New York, in Western upstate, depending on who you ask. And I actually didn't start performing until my senior year of high school.
Really?
I was very late
Wow.
starting this. And I did, my first show I ever did was Putnam County Spelling Bee, which I just adored. But I liked theater, I liked singing. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I was just taking night classes at one point, and my buddy texts me and he's like, hey, Jersey Boys is in town. Do you want to go see it? And I was like, I don't even know what this is about. Sure. So I show up and I see a t-shirt that says, oh, what a night on it. And I sing, oh, what a night. And I was like, that's probably dumb. That's not what's in the show. That's not what this show's about. So I'm watching this thing and I get about 10 minutes in and I'm like, oh, there's a short Italian guy who sings high. That's what I want to do. And like, I just absolutely fell in love with Jersey Boys. I fell in love with the music of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And I'm watching this and I'm like, this is 100% what I want to do. And then I enrolled in college for musical theater and I did that and got out and been working ever since. So I thank Jersey Boys. I'm indebted.
That's amazing, my friend. And I love those aha moments. And I love for you that it was not only an aha moment, but it was something that you've been manifesting, because even if you just look at so many of the amazing roles you've already played, there's some of our best tenor roles out there. But on top of that, you are making a living. Okay, so obviously you have the actor part. We'll get to that. Singer-songwriter part we just saw, we'll get to that in a moment. But then also as an entertainer, you're a part of a group called the Diamonds. You're a tenor for the Diamonds. Talk to me a little bit about the Diamonds.
So the Diamonds, it's actually, there's no original members left, but it's the original group and likeness from back in the 50s. The Diamonds originated in 1954. Had a #2 hit in 57 called Little Darlin'. It would have hit #1, but Elvis released All Shook Up. So
that little unknown entity.
That little unknown entity, Elvis. So the Diamonds have 3 gold records. They've been going strong ever since. And I was fortunate enough to get picked up by them. I was actually working on a cruise at the time. And they got a hold of me and I quit my cruise contract to fly back to the States to start with the Diamonds. And I've been on the road with them a little bit over 3 years now. And it's an absolute ball. I absolutely love it.
That's amazing, Adam. And I feel like, again, that was something you manifested. I think in that Jersey Boys moment, I feel like the universe was like, you're beyond this show right now. You're actually going to be in your own, be like, get to play almost like the essence of yourself within a group, which is really cool.
Yeah, I love it. It's when I was in college, and I have nothing against people that want to like just go and do straight acting, Stanislavski, amazing. Live your dream, that's fine. But everybody's like, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I'm like, I kind of want to be in a doo-wop group. Like, that sounds fun. And they look at me like, why are you in musical theater then? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just want to have fun and get paid to have fun. And this to me seems fun. And I got to do it.
Adam, the fact that that's your North Star is so beautiful. And, I can relate. When in my singing days, I basically was born into a group with my twin brother, Anthony, but, just do you and just do you until it feels not right. And then you pivot and you have so many other talents. Obviously, we just saw the video for Beanie Bean. Talk to me about the impetus behind that. And you had 2 of your friends joining you for that as well, correct?
Yeah, 2 of the Diamonds sang on that song with me. So that song actually started out because I call my fiance my Bean. It's just a pet name I came up with. And I used to sing this stupid little ditty called Beanie Bean. It's not even what the song sounded like. And I was like, I kind of want to write a doo-wop song. And then one day I was sitting down, like fiddling around with just a different melody for something else. And this just sort of assaulted me. And I wrote the melody and lyrics in like 10 minutes and got it all down. And I knew exactly how I wanted it to sound. I made a connection with a guy, his name is Ben Cavello. He did my arrangement for it. Hired a friend of mine to do the saxophone solo and then 2 of the guys to sing on it. And it came together perfectly. It's like, it sounds like it's from the 50s. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. So
I think it's amazing. It's almost like you looked back to look forward. And honestly, Adam, I'm here for it. I mean, look at, in my house, it wasn't, Backstreet Boys and Madonna. It was all of the great groups and singers from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I really think that in a time now when, we dealt and are continuing to deal with a worldwide trauma, I feel like there's something about that musical landscape that's almost like curling up with a familiar book or a blanket. Or there's nostalgia, yet also there's something about what you do that's pushing the form forward. And I say, just keep going with it, my friend.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a music style that's timeless, and I'm just happy I was able to add something into that timeless pool that hopefully people can enjoy. As long as people find it and listen to it and like it, I'm happy.
Well, listen, they'll have it right below this video and they better go see it or I'm going to come after them. I'm just kidding. But listen, Adam, I also want to know, acting wise, you've already gotten to play so many amazing roles, also all across the country at some amazing, amazing regional theaters. Are there some roles that are, 2 questions. Obviously, I think the ideal is obviously to have a role written for you. So that goes without saying, but are there any roles within the musical theater canon that you could see yourself playing one day, even if it's soon or in a few years?
Well, like I said, Frankie Valli and Jersey Boys is the dream. But outside of that, most of my tastes in musical theater have nothing to do with 50s and 60s rock and roll because I get to sing it all the time. I really want to play George in Sunday in the Park with George. I really connect to that. I need some years on me to play this. I want to play Edward Bloom in Big Fish. I love something about a character that exposes everything about himself, his pros and his cons. Yes, he masks it like, please tell my story, but throughout it, he's like, no, I am not a perfect person. And the hero of that story is also not really the hero of that story.
He's like an anti-hero. I mean,
exactly. And I like challenging theater. I also want to play Bobby and Company. I like theater that makes you sit down and think and makes you uncomfortable, because I know that theater, there's escapism, and I totally get that. But I also think theater is such a intelligent look into the human experience and understanding that those are the shows that need to be done, that people need to go and see, because it gives you empathy throughout humanity.
It also gives you a relatable character. You look at an anti-hero like the ones that you've mentioned, and they're, I even saying anti because it has a negative connotation, but within maybe the perception of what a leading man or lady is, it's the ones that you root for because they're relatable, not so much because they're the ones always singing and tap dancing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, there's I'm very plot driven. It's funny, even as a kid, whenever I'd watch movies and they started singing, I would get mad. I'm like, this is stupid. Can we please get down to the plot? Which is hilarious because now I work in music. But like,
No, you're about character, and you're gonna look at
Yeah.
look. Let's look at Andrew Lippa's Big Fish, and also Stephen Sondheim's Sunday in the Park with George. I mean, these are songwriters who for me are great writers, artists, period, besides the songs. You look at the songs on the script, and it's like reading a libretto. They're plot driven, character driven songs. So it makes sense that, you know, these complex, nuanced, textured, four-dimensional characters are the ones that you have an affinity for.
100%, 100%. And that's why, and that, I mean, I have nothing against people that are like, I just want to play, you know, Danny in Greece. That's fine.
And that's God
And
bless.
Yeah,
We need
live
our
your life.
some
Like,
people need, you know, we need our equity points, we need our insurance weeks, and there's a world for that, especially
Yeah.
now. But that's okay to also like the ones that are a little bit more, you know, dare I say, I don't want to say esoteric, but, you know,
Yeah.
four-dimensional.
four-dimensional, human, real, and raw. And I just find that that's what, so Come From Away just went on to Apple TV Plus and all that. And my fiance is like, we need to watch this. And I've never seen such a beautiful depiction of humanity and understanding. And I'm a big proponent of, I think fighting over religion is very dumb. And there's a beautiful scene in the middle of that. I don't know if you know Come From Away, but in case
Very
anyone's
well.
watching,
I mean,
Yeah.
Chris Ashley's staging as a director, I thought one of the most genius stagings of any musical. I
It
mean,
was
to be able to strip
stupid
away to get
good.
to the crux of the matter, literally, they're in chairs. But
Yeah.
I'm with you, but keep going. Explain
That
the moment
moment-
you're talking about.
That moment, they're all together, and it starts out as just like a normal Christian hymn, which, I mean, we're in America, it's a Christian hegemony, but like, here we are. And then, you know, the Muslim character sits down to pray. Well, actually kneels down to pray. I don't want to do any disrespect. And then the Jewish characters also start to do their entire worship and everything. And you sit there and you're watching this, you're like, literally, I need everybody to watch this and understand that you all are saying the same thing, regardless of what hat you put on it, what skin you put on it, what, like, you know, whatever color you want to throw on your religion, even what color Christian you are, Catholic, Mormon, evangelical, whatever, y'all are literally saying the same thing, and killing each other and fighting over it is nuts. To sit here and understand this is such a beautiful depiction of humanity and embracing diversity and culture while understanding you're all going for a common goal. And the world needs that moment. I want to clip that out and just show that to
I
everybody.
agree with you 5,000%. I mean, it is such a show don't tell moment about the power of humanity when we're still and get out of our own way and look at, like you said, look at what we have more in common than what we have that makes us different.
100%.
We're on the same page. I can't wait to continue this conversation. I love meeting artists who get it, and you get it, Adam. And listen, I want to let our audience know, for more on the incredible Adam Marino, you can read more about him right below this video. Adam, I'm so excited, and it's exciting, they're right tense as well, that you're joining this amazing new app where, you know, in essence, it does combine artists from all backgrounds, from all walks of life, all languages, genders, creeds, locations. And there's a universality to what you do, Adam, because you're unapologetically not pigeonholing yourself into one genre. And so it's not only inspiring, I think, for other artists that I know you're going to be able to, you know, connect with on this app, but also I'm thinking of the young Adams out there who may be seniors in high school, who don't know what the F they want to do with their life, or maybe 50 years old and don't know what the F they want to do with their life, but they have these moments of openness, like what you did. You had a religious experience in a show, and you said that's it. And I think it's just inspiring to know that there are people like you out there that are open to the possibility.
Well, thank you. I just want to encourage anybody who's watching that no time is ever too late. And a philosophy I live my life with is like, I don't want to be 70 and have all the what ifs. I want the, okay, I did it. It may not have worked, but I did it. And that's what matters more to me than anything. It's just, if I had gone and got a normal 9 to 5, I would spend the entire time wondering, like, why didn't I go and try and do this? And just follow what you know is right for you. And that is what I am big about. Just do what is right for you, go for it. And I'm excited to meet people on this app, like genuinely learning about it and everything. And the artist community, while both being large, is also incredibly small, and being able to connect and, you know, have common stories, commonalities between each other, and just, you know, build more unity and connection, the things that we'll be able to create and showcase. It's just, it makes it unlimited.
Amen, Adam. You need to do a TED Talk. You're incredible. And I'm so excited that we are now connected as well. And I can't wait to collaborate with you. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.